Good morning, stamping friends. Brenda Hillard here from Create with Brenda. I can be found at createwithbrenda.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the U.S., and I am so happy to have you join me today, whether this is your first time or if you're one of my regular subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's your tuning in, your comments, and your subscribing and sharing that helps my channel grow. And when my channel grows, my business grows, and that makes me happy. So just a quick reminder, we are in the last month now of celebration. Today is February 3rd, so that means we have exactly 25 days left to celebrate. Celebration means for every $50 in product purchased, you get to pick an item from the celebration brochure. Then the other thing that I wanted to share with you today is if you do, the mini catalog is good until, if you look on the back, you can see right here, it is good through the month of June. So even though this ends in 25 days, this catalog is still good through the end of June. So if you don't have this new mini catalog, click the link below and fill out the information, and I'll be happy to mail you a catalog, okay? The other thing that's new is if you look right up here, the February host code is posted. When you shop with me and your order is under $150, please add the host code. That allows me to get products to give away the following month. So this month, let me grab one. I forgot to get it. This month, when you purchase a $75 product order, not only do you get to pick an item from the celebration brochure at no additional cost to you, but I'm going to send you a beautiful card and a pack of these iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. They're beautiful. They pick up any color that you set them next to. They're just awesome. I've used them on a lot of our products. You get 200 rhinestones. So you won't want to miss out on this deal. Place your $75 product order with me using the host code. And if you aren't an online order person, you can contact me at the places that I've listed below. Just contact me, email, phone me. I don't care. I'll help you place that order. So the rhinestones are my gift to you this month for a $75 product order. Okay, let's get on to today's project. Drum roll. I love this set. And at first when I saw it in the catalog, I thought that's silly. And then the more I looked at it, it's like, I love it. So the nuts and bolts is in the mini catalog. And it just, I don't know, it just makes my heart happy. It makes my heart go beep. Anyway, so let me show you today's project and give you the dimensions. And we're going to be doing a little bit of work with colored pencils too. So here's the paper sizes. I have 3.5 by 10. This is an unusual size, so 3.5 by 10, score at 5 inches. I'll post this on my blog too at createwithbrenda.com, so check it out there. I have a basic white envelope. I have another basic white envelope. Sorry, this goes with the finished card. There we go. I have a piece of Melon Mambo that measures 4.25 by 5.5. I have a piece of basic black, actually 2 pieces of basic black. One measures 3.75 by 5.25, and one measures 2 3/8 by 3 5/8. Another piece of 2.25 by 3.5. And then I have 3 little strips here, and these each measure 1/2 inch by 2 7/8. Okay, so let's start by, well, let's start by showing you what our finished project's gonna look like. So here's the card. Isn't he adorable? Greetings, kind human. I just love it. And then it opens like this. So you have this base with the flip card on top, right? So let's get stamping. I told you I have the nuts and bolts stamp set. We're going to need some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. We're going to need some Melon Mambo. And then I have the watercolor pencils, and I am using Melon Mambo, Basic White, and Basic Gray. Okay. And what was I thinking I needed? Oh, I know. My trimming tool. Gosh, I feel antsy here in front of the camera. I haven't recorded for a few days, and it's like, woo, I feel out of sorts. All right. So I'm going to take the 3.5 by 10, and I've got my paper trimmer here. I'm going to put it at 5 inches right over here. And then with the light gray tool, I'm just going to score it at 5 inches. Okay. So let's fold. I bring in all this stuff. It's so funny. And then like I leave myself no room to work. And I've got a huge counter in here. So I don't know what my deal is, but I guess I like working in small spaces. All right. So now it's 3.5 by 5. Okay. So let's set that aside. And we're going to bring in our Melon Mambo and our basic black. I'm going to add some Stamp and Seal. You guys, I'm getting dangerously low on Stamp and Seal. It's kind of scary. I don't let that happen very often, but I wanted Stamp and Seal for this project. I felt like it gave it a little bit stronger hold. So as what I've done is I've centered this on my Melon Mambo. This border is a little bit wider than these borders. That's okay. That's how we want it. Okay. Then on the inside of our card, let's do a little bit of stamping. Make sure that our stamping goes well before we put it on our card base, right? So with the Memento Tuxedo Black, I'm going to bring in our inside sentiment that says, "You make my heart go beep." I'm going to ink that up, tapping lightly, moving it around my pad so that I pick up ink evenly. And then we're just going to center. Give that just a few minutes to transfer to the paper and lift. Cute, right? Even the font is cute on this, besides the saying. I'm going to close this for right now. We're going to open up our Melon Mambo ink. And with the hearts, again, I'm going to just lightly tap, moving it around. And then I'm going to put our hearts right in close. Cute, right? You make my heart beat. I love that. Let's bring in our envelope flap. And I just want to add some of these adorable little hearts. The flap. Because you got to have that coordinating envelope, right? And no naked envelopes. All right. So that's it with the Melon Mambo. But we have lots of stamping to do here yet. So let's open this back up. Let's bring in our piece of basic white that measures 2.25 by 3.5. And we're going to take our cute little robot. And we're going to ink him up, moving it around again on my ink pad so I get a nice, evenly inked stamp. And then I'm just going to stamp him a little, I would say maybe right in the middle. I would like him darker than that. Oh, look at that. Tried. Oh, that was a bad blob down there. Let's try again. I have another one right here. Yeah, no. Well, shoot. Let's try just seeing how well we can line this up. And probably it's not going to be great because it's not a clear stamp. Ooh, that makes you go, ouch. All right. I am going to bring in our trimmer. And we're just going to cut another piece that's 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. And you guys, honest, it's just paper. So try again, right? I am not always crazy when this happens on camera, but you know, it happens. So let's do this. We've got this nice piece of brand new cardstock. Let's ink this up again. We'll get it good and inked up. And it could be too that my pad needs to be re-inked, which I don't want to do that right now because then it gets really juicy. How is this happening, you guys? Happy Thursday. I got lots of paper. We'll just keep going until we get what we want. That was because I pressed way too hard. That's what happens is you get, they call them stamping kilos. Well, look at that, would you? It's the perfect image. All right. So in the set, there's this little piece right here, this one. And it's kind of cool because it grounds the robot. But as you saw on all of my attempts for the perfect image, you have to be careful because you don't want that halo. So is what you do is you just set it down. You just kind of wait patiently. You don't press hard and you lift. And there you have it. Now our little robot has something to stand on. Right. I'm going to set this aside just to let it kind of set up for just a minute before we start watercoloring. And then let's bring back our card front. Remember we did the inside? So is what we're going to do now is right down here at the bottom, we're going to take our sentiment that says, "Greetings, kind human," and we're going to ink that up. And we're going to stamp that right here. Just like that. All right. Ooh, this is finally going a little bit better than when we first started out. That was scary, huh? All right. So is what we want to do now that we've got this all stamped the way we want it is I'm going to take my stamp and seal and I'm going to put a fair amount of adhesive, and I'll show you why in just a second. We're going to mount this now onto the basic black so that it opens now like this. Okay. I already know who I'm sending this card to, and she's gonna love it because of my dry sense of humor with the "Greetings, kind human." All right. So Melon Mambo watercolor pencil. I'm going to use a fair amount of pressure and work in a circular motion. And I'm going to just color in this little heart on our robot here. Just like that. I'm okay with seeing the lines in there. If you aren't okay and you want it blended out, You can take one of our blender pens. They come in a pack of 3. They're great for this. This is what I love most about them. So I'm going to color on here just to make sure that my special liquid inside runs clear. And it is. And then you can just simply blend out the lines so that you get a nice, smooth image. Okay. Then I'm going to take my basic white and I'm going to color like half of his face, half of his jaw. I'm going to color in his whole ear over here. And then I'm going to color heavily on the right side of my robot and going down to his right shoe. Okay. And I'll show you how this works in just a minute. So then we've got the basic gray. And I'm going to start at this little dome, his little cap on the top of his head for his antenna. And then I'm going to color his left side with the basic gray. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to color streaks out over the top of the white. And it gives it a really cool look. I'll show you in just a second here. So let's finish doing that to the rest of our robot here. And get this his whole left side. And then we'll color those streaks out into our white again. And is what I like. I love the shaded look, and it makes it look like he's more like made out of tin than just stamped on paper, don't you think? Give me a thumbs up, give me a comment. I'll look back after I post the recording and get back to you, but I really like this look. So now we're done with our watercolor pencils. I'm not going to blend that out. I like it just like it is. I'm going to take our piece of 2 3/4 by 3 5/8. And remember, you guys, I've got the free layering templates out on my blog at Create with Brenda. Go get them. They work really nice for figuring out your layouts. All right, now we get to cover up our mistake. And remember what I told you, those are called stamping halos. That's what happens when you press too hard on your stamp. I'm going to center this on here. And whenever I use those 3/8 inch measurements, I'm going to move this so you can see. It's because I want just that tiny little peekaboo border. All right. So before we actually attach that to our card, we're going to take our 1/2 inch by 2 7/8 inch pieces of Melon Mambo. And I'm just going to add some Stampin' Seal. And then I'm going to center those the best I can on front of our card. And just spacing them as evenly as I can too. It doesn't have to be exact. Remember, this is a robot. It's mechanical. And so if they're a little bit staggered, that's okay. There's only 3 of them. So who's going to know that you didn't want them like that, right? All right, I'm going to put that down just like that. And then let's bring in our dimensionals. Been stamping a lot, you guys. And lots of swaps. I have my first retreat it's going to be upcoming on February 20th. I am hosting my first stamping retreat. I'm so excited. We have lots of fun cards. and 8 beautiful make and takes. So I've been busy, busy, busy creating, cutting, all of that. All right, so you saw I put dimensionals on, and now I'm just going to put him down over our 3 strips. There it is. Greetings, kind human. You make my heart go beep. And remember, we stamped that cute coordinating envelope here too. So there's today's project. All the supplies used on today's video can be purchased at my online store below. I hope you'll shop with me. I hope you'll take advantage of my host code gift this month. And happy stamping, everybody. Until next time. Bye-bye.